We had been chasing this serial killer for almost 2 years. The guy had been preying on university co-eds. All the victims were physically fit, super attractive, and were all 19 years old. Here's something else really interesting. There are 4 colleges and 1 community college in the area. Why were all the victims only from the big university? Anyhow, all 11 were abducted and murdered elsewhere. Then their bodies returned and dumped. 2 were strangled, 2 were bludgeoned, 4 were stabbed, and 3 were drowned. The method of murder has been inconsistent. Even though the motive remains to be confirmed, every single victim was sexually assaulted and had their kidneys, liver, and lower limbs removed. The killer never attempted to conceal the murders by burying the bodies somewhere. In fact, he would dump the bodies near creeks surrounding the campus. He also sprayed a fine mist of gasoline on each of the bodies and surrounding area, then would set it ablaze, apparently to burn away any unintended DNA evidence left behind. With mounting pressure from both the community and civic leaders for an arrest, the department assigned then-Lieutenant Thomas Greenfield from homicide to create a special investigations task force, specifically to identify and apprehend the killer. As lead investigator, I privately discouraged Greenfield from selecting officers Marble and Wiederman because I didn't trust them. I was concerned about maintaining investigation integrity. After a few months, I got really pissed off and frustrated when safely guarded facts about the case started appearing in Bauer's nightly news program. It was compromising the investigation. Then she went and gave the killer a name, the campus butcher. I began setting code words and phrases for sensitive information on the reports I'd give Greenfield. I also started withholding key evidence from the team. Then, the murders inexplicably stopped. Some reason the killer had moved, died, or was even arrested. I figured the killer just got smart, took a step back, and reevaluated his trade, since Bauer had disclosed several important facts about discovered evidence that was not originally disclosed to the press before. It probably spooked him into rethinking how to stop leaving evidence for us to find. After exhausting all avenues with Greenfield, I told him I was going above his head to Harris. He didn't say anything. I approached and voiced my concerns to Captain Harris. With his approval, I set a trap for Detectives Marble and Wiederman, purposely providing bullshit information about the case. Both would eventually be reprimanded, demoted, and reassigned after a certain amount of inaccurate information was reported by CBN's P.J. Bauer. You know, it's funny, my relationship with Greenfield actually improved. Miss Bauer took an abrupt leave of absence after she got tons of death threats from some anonymous source in Berkshire County. Seems Miss Bauer's nationally televised report of false information pissed someone off. Maybe I should have left out that the killer was mentally disabled and probably had a secret desire to portray Cinderella in a Broadway musical. She would eventually lose her job for not validating the information Marble and Wiederman gave her. A few months later, she picked up a couple of freelance jobs with a few local news stations in the area. Hello?
This is Officer Abhimanyu Balakrishnan. I joined the force 3 days ago. Captain Greenfield asked me to call you.
Congratulations, officer. Tell Greenfield to take you to breakfast or lunch, and don't be calling me at 3 a.m. to give me new hire news. Fucking Greenfield. Yeah.
It's Officer Abhimanyu Balakrishnan again, sir. Captain Greenfield didn't want me to call you about my PD employment.
Why did Greenfield have you call me?
He said to tell you, there's another one.
Another one? Another one what?
Another murder.
Another murder? Call homicide. They can take care of it. That's what they do.
No, sir. He told me to make sure I tell you, on the rocks.
What did you say? Hearing Officer Balakrishnan say the phrase, on the rocks, woke me up immediately. Man, I felt the sudden rush of adrenaline. I could feel my heart pounding like it was trying to pop out of my chest and warn me of some impending danger. My hands got all sweaty, and the next thing I knew, I was suddenly standing up, trying to increase the speaker volume on my phone. On the rocks. I used that phrase on a report I gave Greenfield about 9 months ago. It was about my idea regarding the killer's motive. I used it to keep it from those two shitheads, Marble and Wiederman.
On the rocks. There's another one. There's another one on the rocks.
Get a squad car to my house immediately. 348 Calvert Lane.
I'm outside, sir.
What? You're where?
Yes, I'm in a squad car outside your house, sir. Captain Greenfield said you needed transportation and to come get you.
I'll be right down.
Okay, sir. Hello? Hello?
Officer, let's go. Hit the siren. Captain.
Ridley, I'm glad you're here. Looks like your old friend's back.
What do we got?
Yeah, victim, athletic physique, attractive, and all organs removed. We ID'd her also, Peyton Jordan Bauer. PJ Bauer?
Holy shit. An investigative reporter for KACW. What the hell is she doing here?
We don't know, that's why you're here. You know more about this sick fuck than anyone.
Do we have a photographer?
Well, yeah.
Let's get them over here, now.
I'll have all notes and statements on your desk in the morning. Oh, and Ridley? I'm still your captain. Don't make it a habit of giving me now orders.
Yeah, sorry about that, Cap.
This is Maggie O'Donnell reporting for UNC. We have a special news bulletin. Peyton Jordan Bauer was murdered earlier this morning. Police are withholding details surrounding the murder.
Is this Detective Ridley?
This is Detective Ridley.
Hey, is there a reward or something for information about that murder?
What murder?
The PJ Bauer murder. I just saw it on TV.
We really haven't established a reward just yet. If any information you provide leads to an arrest, I'll see to it that you're rewarded.
Well, I may know why she was killed.
Why is that?
She was streaming something on her social media about those 2 girls that disappeared.
I don't understand. What exactly was she streaming?
Pictures of those girls, but that live feed stream is gone now.
Okay, so the pictures she was streaming are now gone?
Yes, sir. But I accidentally recorded them.
Can you email them to me?
I'll just text them to you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks. After I received Casey May's photographs, I forwarded them to my email to get a bigger look on the computer, and I invited Greenfield in to take a look at them with me.